Okay,
Gotcha,
technically.
bitch. Game over, yeah!
A Twitter? Sorry, twatter. Did I even have a twatter? Oi, you twat. I'ma Twitter your twatter. What? I'ma twatter your Twitter. The many quotes of Game Busters J. Ho! Ho! Grenades, okay. Is that a hammer? What the hell? I got juggled by bombs. Gotta speed up.
Sonic, hit Dark Gaia's weak spot. Quick, while I hold him back.
I don't have my soundboard on. Oh. Oh. Tifa! Just do it. What? No, he teleported. No, why did you teleport? No. Oh, no. No, I don't die. I thought I was dying before. Oh my god. Bro. Oh my god. Holy shit. It might have been like the longest one because I have descended to hell. The void is claiming me. It's Kirby. Oh no, he's eating Batman. Fuck. What? Bruh, I look. What? No. Oh, psych. Hey, how's it going? Welcome back. Or if you're watching the first time, hi. This is technically the final of our Batman Arkham Knight, like 100% playthrough. Technically not 100%, it's like 120 or something. Yeah, I still have the DLC episodes after this, which I'm doing last, even though there's like one that's kind of out of order. But well, there's two that are on the past. So it's fine. That will be the last stream. I'm not gonna do anything else. That's it, because I want to wrap this game up by the end of the year. This took way longer than it should have, but you know, with my PS5 having issues. Lovely. Anyway, yeah, with a PS5 issues and worried about streaming like longer than 2 hours, that is part of the problem. Some of it is, you know, I probably could have been a bit more efficient here and there. That's fine. But we do have one thing we do need to do, and we need to finish off Riddler, and then when we finish off Riddler, we can finally end the story. And this is how the Batman dies. The end. We finally did it. So I actually watched the Game Awards again because I'm an idiot, and I want to talk about it. Actually, in a somewhat positive light, I actually kind of want to talk about it. But I don't know if we're going to get much of a window to talk about it in this stream. I'll be honest. We'll see. I won't. Maybe I'll save it for the end. How about that? But I actually do want to talk about it. There's actually been some. There's one specific announcement that I wasn't. There's actually something I wasn't there's actually something I was expecting that didn't happen. Uh, it was definitely a big announcement for me that I definitely would have screamed my lungs out if it wasn't frickin' 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning. Because, you know, they always, you know, they pick a late-ish time for the Americans. But for us, it's like, oh, you know, you're going to have to stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning. And I always tell people, if you're like me, if you're over from the UK or any of the European countries that are like ahead of us, right? You're watching the Game Awards till like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. And it's like, you're better off just not watching it. Just, you know, like some of us have to get up for work and stuff. Just don't do that. Anyway, I should probably switch over because I keep forgetting to do that once it's on the camera. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. But yeah, I would always like nah. unless you're in like in a reasonable time zone, don't stay up to watch the Game Awards. Not even to listen to me. You know, I wasn't as usual. I wasn't always engaged, and I was getting tired at times. But it was all I will say is, without talking too much about it, it was better than I thought. I'll give it that. Yeah, I'll give it that. So, yeah. I think there's only one thing I was disappointed about, and I think it was more so. It's more just my opinion, really. It's just my bias about. I wanted a certain game to get more awards, and it only got one. I was actually really concerned, thinking it wasn't going to get any, and I was like, oh man. And I was like, I know you shouldn't really worry too much about it, the Game Awards, which I always say I don't. I'm obviously, but you know, I have a bias for this specific game because it's my game of the year. But I didn't think it would win Game of the Year. I didn't. There are a lot of praise for a lot of stuff, so. But anyway, we've got a Riddler to take down. We've got a Riddler to take down. We've done everything, and to confirm we've done everything, he's literally got like a checker to be able to tell you that, hey, like, have you got everything? If you don't have everything, you can't fight him. So you'll do this, and they'll be like, literally counting every riddle. Boom, boom. So let's do this.
Well, Dark Knight, it seems you have earned the right to die at my mechanical hands.
Uh-huh.
But let us be clear, we do not meet as equals. In fact, you literally have not a hope of victory. Oh, I wish
Yeah.
I could say that I have found this one-sided rivalry
I need
of
Catwoman,
ours
though.
intellectually stimulating, but in truth, I grew bored of you long ago. Killing you here will finally liberate me to engage in more edifying pursuits. Goodbye, detective. You will be neither missed nor remembered.
Catwoman.
You shall be ashes!
Uh-huh. Catwoman. Where are you, my love?
Riddle me this. What's mechanical, homicidal, and red all over?
You mean cheating because I can't hit the blues?
Disintegration! You have failed, detective! Scheming, you are bested. You are covered. You are mine!
I can do this.
I'll atomize!
I don't actually... Okay, I was like, I don't remember if it's like a timing thing to wait for Selena to show up,
But it looks like you're cheating.
but she does.
No! What are you doing here? This is not your fight, cat!
Eddie, sweetie, you invited me, remember?
Eddie,
Then you
sweetie.
tied me to a chair.
You didn't have to come.
And you act like I'm ungrateful.
No, I mean, I wanted to come. I don't think we're talking about the same thing.
You shouldn't be here! You shouldn't have got this far!
Don't feel left out.
Alright.
My robots are indestructible!
Beat him, beat him, beat him, beat him, beat him.
No, my plan! My plan! This is embarrassing, you two, really!
Hang on.
I diddle diddle answered this riddle.
What are you talking about? Diddle me diddle? Fiddle middle?
Burn, Batman!
I don't wanna.
Which color do you prefer?
Well, at the moment, red. But I'm more of a blue guy, but...
I am the smartest. I am the best. I am the Riddler.
Uh-huh. Damn.
Ready to be vaporized?
I mean, I'm fine. It's just that the game wants me to do the
For this
L2 triangle. Hey, is it L2 triangle for special? Oh, that's what they want me to do. I was like, why do you want me to do this so badly? But I really do. Get him, my favorite female. Female? Yeah, well, she is in this universe. My favorite feline girl. We'll switch to Catwoman now. Yeah, beat him. She just scratch him.
It was perfect. My perfect victory.
Was it? Come at me, then.
Kill them, Riddler bots. Tear them apart.
Uh-huh. Ah.
I guess.
It's because he changed it when I was in the middle of it. Ah.
Your presence was not part of my projection.
Finally.
Sorry, I didn't mean for you to get bored. My love.
You will not win. Enough.
Oh, okay.
Can't lose. Can't think and hit at the same time.
Try it, Bob.
Wait, what? That's weird.
Too hard for you.
Not really.
This isn't happening. I have
Almost done.
And tactical advantage.
I was like, you dead?
I'll atomize you.
Ouch. Yeah.
I cannot be beaten.
Mm-hmm. 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 Get him, cat. Damn. Damn. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. But he won't remember. Well, won't feel it is out, so. Alright, well, we finally got him. We finally got him.
For the daring last-minute rescue.
Damn, girl.
It's very heroic.
You got a little blood on your face. You still look gorgeous, though.
And bestow a kiss on your gallant hero.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Play nice.
You're not playing at all.
No, I'm not. Not anymore.
And what's that supposed to mean?
It means this is the end, Selena. It means we can. I can.
I will see you again, right?
No one will. Gotham needs something more, something worse to defend her. She needs a new myth, a legend more powerful than I can be.
This is the first where he's like basically saying, yeah, it's over. Batman is done.
Some
It makes
things you can't do alone, Bruce.
it makes a bit more sense, right?
And some things you have to.
The miss.
Call if you need me.
I mean,
I won't.
yeah, you got to be like that, haven't you?
I just wanted to say it.
Got a soft spot for him, haven't you? I wonder how long she's known he was Bruce, though. Because she knows he was Bruce for a while. I just don't know how long.
What's happening to me?
You're a smart man, Edward. I'm sure you.
What the fuck? How did that? How did that happen? I wasn't barely moving and I flipped. What the? This game's a.
Fight I couldn't
This
win.
game.
It doesn't
This-
even fit your
Autobots' multi-layer encryption, decipher their unique operating system, and reprogram them mid-battle. That
Jesus.
doesn't mean you get to call in assistance.
You need help, Enigma.
I never need help with anything.
Yeah. Yeah. You always were the smartest man in the room. Yeah, it makes more sense when you do the end of the story and you do this, where he's like, because like the big reveal is obviously that like the whole world is gonna find out he's Batman essentially, and it makes sense where he's like, with Selena, it's like, as soon as everybody knows who I am, that's it. Like no one's gonna be scared of me anymore. They know who I am. So
Out you go, Enigma.
I could have brought me here twice as quickly.
Well, I'm not gonna let you drive.
Well, riddle me this. Was Green proud and ass kicked all over?
Eh.
How exceedingly droll. I won't be needing a lawyer, you jumped-up security guard. I will represent myself.
Look, that's quite the ego, isn't it? I'll represent myself.
You forget, you bothersome bat. Every time you overcome my puzzles, I learn that little bit more about you. Soon enough, there will be a riddle that leaves you dead.
Yeah, about that.
He doesn't need psychiatric help. No. Beat him up. Lock him up. That's the best medicine.
Nonsense, you peddle.
All right. I've still got the option to not read some stuff out. We've also got the tapes that you could listen to. I'll probably leave them though. I already know what I'm about. I think my favorite one is the Jason revealing himself to Barbara. So like at some point Barbara knew that it was Jason, and she tried to get him to stop, and he's like, "No, I'm not. I'm I'm too far gone. Whatever. Batman's gonna pay, yada yada yada." But he doesn't want any harm to come to her, and he's also worried about Alfred. He's like, "How's Alfred?" And she's like, "He misses you.
I'm going to
We
give
all
something to
do."
Scarecrow. It's the only way to save Robin and Jim.
Consider your decision wisely, sir. There could be no coming back from this.
And he's right. There's no coming back from this. So, I mean, this is it. This is the story. And this is why I say I don't know if we're going to get a window. But you know what? This probably won't take very long. So I suppose I won't take super duper long. So, although I'm going to have enough. Will I be able to do all the DLC in one stream? I really don't know. I really don't know. I'm not planning on doing like any like side things in these DLC stuff, I guess. When I mean side things, I mean like sometimes I think they have like minor collectible / things that you can break, like the Joker balloons and stuff. Like I'm not gonna go hunting. I'm not gonna go hunting for that, right?
Are you crazy? You give up and we're done. Both of us. There's no
Move out the way.
coming back. So this is the end.
Oh, 2 Jokers.
No bones left to
I saw him.
No heads left to crack. No pinky fingers left to, sort of bend backwards into a custom-made vice and slowly crush while you apply electric shocks to your victim's eyeballs.
Ugh. I guess it's one way to end the series, right? Literally, like, have the villain technically kind of win. I do like where they are though, because we bring it all the way back to the beginning. Well, technically the beginning. So you have to take your utility belt off. You can pick it back up again, and I think Scarecrow says something like, this was pointless or something like, like just get on with it. He makes a comment about it or something, I remember. So We'll do it. It's like, I see that. Yeah, so you can recollect it if you want. This is a fun ending sequence though, so yeah, we'll probably will have time. So I guess we'll talk a bit. But I also don't. I'm just trying to think about because the DLCs might take a minute. The DLC might take a bit. Oh.
I knew he would.
I think I may have missed something, sir. Who are you?
I know who he's referring to. He's like, so I knew he would.
The nightmare is almost over. Your failure almost complete. I can see it. And soon the whole world will see it too. Your eyes betray you. You are truly afraid.
Uh-oh. I don't know if this is part of the trip. I don't know if this was part of the trip, but... Or am I gassed up? Am I being gaslit? I better climb up here. Climb up here. Crime Alley. I think I'm probably high. Probably. Can I go in the Monarch Theatre? No, I cannot. Oh, it's so dark. Again. Every time. Every time. They're not going to talk to me like they did in Arkham Asylum, right? Because that was creepy.
Such a happy couple. Shame about the kid, though. Poor little Brucey never quite got over it, now did he? Well, there's no point crying over spilled blood. It's time to move on, kiddo. Let go. Take a load off. Join your parents.
Oh.
Uncle
Hang
Jimmy
on.
will take it from here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think we're inside my mind. And I think Joker's literally trying to fight for my mind right now. I like this. Oh no. Joker takedown. Oh, that's brutal. Yeah. Something I like about this is that Batman gets more and more brutal with each takedown. And you have to keep doing this for a bit. But I like the idea of it. It's like, you know, it's literally we're doing this because it's supposed to be like him fighting, right, inside his mind. Dude. I don't know if they'll do this, but if they do something like this with Cloud in Part 3, like Sephiroth or Genova or something, like it's supposed to indicate, you know. Damn. Bam. Literally broke his back. Literally broke his back. Come here.
There's only one way to stop me, Brucey, old boy.
Uh-oh.
Come on.
Uh-oh.
If you once already, it gets easier every time.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know. Wait.
Who will I kill next? Gordon?
That's enough of you, bitch. Then Batman's like, did I, what? Huh? That's what I'm capable of now? I mean, Joker's already dead, so you know it was in his mind, but...
So you finally lost it, eh? Finally snapped my neck. No denying it.
Well...
You've got the mind of a killer, and that mind is mine. It's over, Bruce. You crossed the blood-red line.
We'll see.
Now Scarecrow's going to set me free.
Time to return. This all feels so familiar all of a sudden, you know? We're getting out of Arkham. We're all getting out of... Anyway. We're getting out of Gotham. And we're returning to the asylum. I like this. I kind of like it looping all the way back to the asylum. I know technically you've got Origins, but like Origins wasn't Rocksteady, and Arkham Asylum came out first, so it really started with Asylum. Let's be honest. It really started with Asylum. So it's kind of a cool way of looping it all the way back. Now we're in the straight thing. I remember this location as well. In Arkham Asylum, I remember this.
I'm sorry, Robin. Are you ready? This isn't going to end how you think, Crane. Enough bravado. It's too late for that. I don't care who you are. But
they will.
I'm going to rob them of hope. As they stare into your eyes.
It's really funny as well because if you do this and then go to Riddler, Riddler's like, I refuse to accept that you're Bruce Wayne. I refuse that I've been beaten by some, you know, philanthropist, some playboy, some rich playboy.
I'm done taking orders from you. You bastard!
Take off that mask, or my next shot will kill him.
It's okay. It's not okay. You know what this means.
The end.
It's the end.
It's the literal end.
Not who you are. There'll be no hiding.
You know, Superman would have taken care of this by now. Forget about your other friends, the Justice League, Batman. Why don't you ask them for help? You know? Could have saved your identity. I think even if you wear a costume, they force this. I think this is a pre-rendered cutscene. Is that Clark Kent? Oh my god. Can't believe it.
Wayne. Bruce Wayne. Now the world can see you for what you truly are. A legend laid bare.
I don't know. I kicked some people's asses in Arkham City when I was just Wayne. Oh. Well, that's not very nice, is it? No, come on. But I do like what's about to happen. This is fun.
What are we waiting for? Let's get this done.
No. We need to do this right. He needs to face justice.
This is, I guess, kind of like supposed to be his mind right now.
I think we finish him before he wakes up. He's too dangerous.
We've got 100 guns trained on him. He's going nowhere.
Yeah, and it's Joker. But I'm pretty sure they see Batman, not Joker.
To see you. I've had a devil of a time tracking you down.
Tracking us down. We caught you.
Oh, Cobblepot. Always cruel, but never cunning. Croc, old boy, you might want to duck.
Now it's time for the Joker mobile, which is just ridiculous. Look at this shit. Also, how like he's like you weren't getting hit or anything. Oh, the mouth, the teeth, the tongue. Oh no. I mean, what did they think this would work? Like, you got regular guns. You should have got like a rocket launcher. So anyway, we need to build everything up. We're gonna build her all the way up. Yeah, we're not really getting touched. This is fun. Like this is like the last like Batmobile, and it's just like yeah, like let's just like kill like all they're dead. Like this is obviously it's not real. It's inside your head, but you know. Wait for it. Here we go. The killing joke. Just destroy everything. Well, that's fun.
So much more fun with my hands on the control. Guys, where did you go?
Now you do actually get an option here, but I feel like I wanna properly. I wanna properly show the despair, you know.
Please don't shoot. I never could stand groveling, Cobblepot.
You can actually choose not to kill him, but
You, come here. No. Stop struggling.
Get off me!
You'll have to go through her to get to me.
I can't believe you.
yep.
Ah, hostage, Nigma. How very sweet.
The music. Wait, this is kind of copyright, I think. I need to keep moving. Hold on.
I can't let you leave here alive.
Yeah.
Not after what you just done.
I'm the comeback king, the clown prince of chaos, the jester of...
Stop.
Oh.
Stop this madness. Please.
Suddenly he's Jim. It's all in your head. Well, shit. This is like a big fear of Batman, basically. Gotham in flames, you know, and it's kind of thanks to him. You know what I mean? It's like if someone literally got a hold of what he could do, all his gadgets, and use it for bad, right? Essentially.
Oh, Alfred.
I'm joking now.
Loyal Alfred. Master Bruce is gone. But don't you worry. Your new master's coming home.
What I kind of wish they did here, though, I wish this wasn't Joker. I wish this was just Bruce, but with a Joker smile. Like he's like, hey, like that's what I wanted to see. I get what they were trying to do. It's like, you know, Joker is completely, well, mostly taken over now. So it's like, oh no, Joker's the one in the helm now, right? Because like, from Scarecrow's perspective, he's seeing Batman. Everybody else is seeing Batman. So I wanted to see like just Bruce with like an evil smile or something, you know?
Get ready for the encore.
He's like, why aren't you scared? And it's like, I'm the Joker. What have I got to be scared about?
Why aren't you scared?
Literally injects him even more. But it's not over yet. I know. I like this. I like this sequence personally.
Guess I'm toxin proof. Hey, Bats! You still here?
Oh, what's going on here?
Is that you? Oh, Bats!
It's getting dark in here. Real dark.
Good times.
Well, where are we now?
Crispy.
Mm.
I outgrew that body anyway. Trying to tell me something, Bats? I'm not dead. I've never been so alive.
Yeah, so I guess this is like saying that Batman hasn't quite lost his mind completely, that there's still a part of him that's fighting back and I guess winning somehow. I think the implication is that like Batman gets over his fear and in doing so manages to like, you know, I guess manages to take back control of his mind and basically get rid of quote unquote Joker. I don't really know how that works when it's supposed to be like from the blood and it's like a weird like disease that changes the way. Don't worry about it. But you know, I get what they're trying to do, right?
Wait a minute. This isn't my grave. Oh no, it's too small. It's all overgrown. Where's the head? It's right. I get it. They forgot about me. Very funny, Bats. But it's not gonna happen. You know, some jokes can be in bad taste.
Unlimited ammo. And just because I can. Oh. What if we go over here? Oh. Oh, hi. Hi. Hi.
Oh boy. You want to tether me?
Yeah, that's the wrong way. But I like doing that. Is that Harley?
Harley? You call this awake? Where is everybody? Oh, forgot to send the invites, didn't you?
Yeah, also, you can't actually aim at Harley. You actually can't.
Harley? Stop your sobbing and rustle me up awake! I know what you're trying to do, Bats. You
Thanks.
and the toxin
Thanks for all the laughs.
scares me. Harley!
She ain't listening. She ain't listening. I can't get through, really? Well, let's leave her. You know what? This is what makes me laugh. Look at this. Where is it? Is it here? Hang on. Harley Quinn and Riddler expecting first child. It's like, what? Like, out of everyone that got together, you're telling me that the Riddler, Ed, and Harley, in what universe? Has that happened?
When I get out of here, I'll write my name in
Is that a thing?
every street corner. I'll carve it
I mean, honestly, the way that fucking Nightwing and
forgetting me.
the way that fucking
How do I get out of here?
the way that fucking Nightwing and Harley Quinn was oh, now I can see, was going back at it, we're going at it in that one thing. Yeah, the Joker dies, and the whole point is that it's like, oh hey, the whole point is that it's like, oh hey, you know, I guess Joker's fear is that he doesn't want to be forgotten. I guess. How does that work though? If I'm Batman. Oh. Oh. Hi. Batman jump scare. And now I'm trapped. Oh no. It's gotta be another one, isn't there? Yep. Oh. Hi. Blow your legs off. Yeah. Oh. We blow your legs off. Bam. 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 There. 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 Too many. There. There. I know one of you's gonna get me. I know one of you's gonna get me. Ah! I love that moment. I love it. It's so good. You know it's gonna happen at some point. Oh, and then he's gone. And he's like, huh, what? Oh. Have I found the exit? Let's go. Oh, I guess. But I love that jump scare. So good. Even though you know it's happening. Are you now? This is the exit of my mind, is it? Oh, I had to get really close.
You know, you almost had me scared back there. Me? What have I got to be afraid of?
Apparently being forgotten, I guess. I guess.
You're afraid of being ashes. You're afraid of being forgotten. And you will be forgotten, Joker. Because of
Surprise! Shoot him. You can't kill me because it's my mind.
me. I am vengeance. I am the night.
I am Man-Bat. I mean Batman. Get in there. 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 Goodbye. Donk. I'm taking back control of my mind.
Goodbye, Joker.
No, Bruce! Don't leave me! Please!
Bye-bye.
I need you.
So the implication and the credits implies that Joker is just kind of Batman's doing what Joker wanted to do, where it's like he wanted to put him in a little like corner in the back of his mind somewhere so he could never come out and take back control. But Batman does the same thing with Joker, so that as long as Joker is in like, you know, the back of his mind somewhere, I guess, trapped, like Bruce will remain in control. And he gets back his control here and loses all fear, I guess. But it doesn't really make sense because it sort of implies that Batman dies anyway. So it's like if Batman is dead, then why are we hearing Joker talking about how he's trapped inside his mind in like at the back of it or whatever? It's in the credits scene. It's a bit weird. It's like he could be dead. Was it Suicide Squad apparently tries to make you think it's a continuation and that Batman actually isn't dead. It's just that the legend changed. Hey, it's Jason. So the guy who was basically tracking us was Jason. That's why Bruce was like, "Oh, I knew he would," and Alfred's like, "What? Do you know something I don't?" And it's like, "Yeah, Jason was tracking him. He basically decided to turn a new leaf again and help out at the last minute. He doesn't go back to being Robin. Obviously, we've already got a Robin, and plus he's too far gone, so he becomes Red Hood, which a lot of people who know enough about like DC and Batman will know about Red Hood. It's basically, I guess if Well, it's like the Punisher, right? It's like if Robin slash Batman would kill people essentially. So that's just what he does. He just kills bad people. And since Batman isn't around, I guess no one's gonna stop him. And I guess Scarecrow is actually scared of Batman the entire time, I guess. Sure, I guess.
He's strong. He's going to be
It'll be alright. There's DLC. And I know about it.
Look after them all. You've been a good friend.
He's getting old, Batman.
Could ask for. You were there at the beginning. And now you get to see how it ends.
How the Batman dies. Yeah, the DLC might take me a little bit. I'm thinking about what to do about that. Because I really want the next stream to be the last.
Best gift you've brought us all night.
I can't believe he showed up.
Merry Christmas.
So Bruce Wayne, huh?
I mean, it is December.
All the same to you, I'll stick to Batman.
Yeah, he didn't know.
You sound
Some people
suspicious,
knew.
Brain. Get used to it.
Some people knew it was Bruce. Some people didn't, right? But, and that's it.
What now?
Prepare the Nightfall Protocol.
Are you sure?
There's no other way, Alfred.
It needs voice confirmation.
Martha.
Very good, Master Bruce. You can be sure your instructions will be
Why did you say that name?
Batwing is on its way to the rendezvous point.
It's the end. Yeah, literally the end. I don't actually have enough points, though. I don't think, right? Did I check? Did I get any more additional points? Yeah, like this is it. We've done everything. You get to see it. I like this. There's a little detail. It's like this is all the main story stuff, and you don't have to do the DLC because the DLC came. The DLC came afterwards. And there it is. Yep. And there it is. Complete. And there's all the DLC done. So, yeah. Really, we've done everything apart from the additional AI challenges outside of the main game. But we're not doing that. Yeah, I mean, did I get anything? I got 4 points. Which isn't enough for that. So I'm trying to think, where do you get the rest of the points? I actually don't know. Maybe you do get points for doing the other AI challenges. I don't know. You must be able to get the points from somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised if one of the trophies is getting all the gadgets. I doubt they would lock you out from all the gadgets. I don't know. I actually don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. Definitely very curious. But yeah, that's it. All riddles done. We've got all this stuff, which again, we'll see if we look at this or not. There's a lot to read. There's like a lot to read. Oh, I pressed it wrong. And there's like the characters as well. Yep. Love you. Had to get that in there. All right. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. I mean, the thing is, I can always come back if I wanted to, and I can like read some stuff out or look at the recordings or whatever. But I'm ready to wrap this up. I'll think about whether we start the DLC or not. But This is it. This is it. I knew it wouldn't take Allstream to do this. He's finally taking off the helmet permanently. This is it. The end. Like, it really feels like they're...
It's done.
You know what I mean?
Gotham is safe. Thank you, Bruce, for everything. Goodbye, Jim.
It's safe for now. But now there's no Batman. And everybody's going to find out there's no Batman. It's up to Robin, I guess. Robin time. Oh, my controller's vibrating. I better pick that up. Otherwise, it's gonna on the desk, and it destroys the bat signal.
Major threats have been eliminated. It's time to roll out and take our city back.
I guess it's up. Good luck with the police hanging. You know the super criminals are gonna get out eventually. They always do, but. There's a little Easter egg here. This Calendar Man is in the crowd, but you can easily miss him. But he is in the crowd.
This is Vicky Vale for GCN reporting live outside Wayne Manor, following the dramatic unmasking of billionaire playboy Bruce Wayne.
Trying to remember. I think it's coming up. If you have to you blink and you miss him. He's in the crowd. There he is. On the right side there. You can see because he's got like markings around his head. That's Calendar Man.
Are you sure you want to do this, Master Bruce? I've got to. It's the only way to protect them.
Very well.
I guess this means that Alfred is gone as well.
The masked vigilante Batman. Enter his home, refusing
Are you
to-
sure this is what you want? And then the whole mansion just blows up. I mean, and I was going to say I wonder what happened to his gadgets, but we find out in the DLC that he actually handed over whatever he had left with his gadgets and his money and all this and that. He actually gave to Lucius. He gave everything to Lucius. That was like his, I guess, his will in a way. And there it is. We're done.
This is how it happened.
Technically, I know we got the episodes, but you know.
Batman died.
Finally done. It only took like 19 streams. Jesus.
A friend once told me that criminals are a cowardly and superstitious lot. That the only way to beat them was to give them something to be scared of.
This is still a really good looking game. I know I've said this, but I haven't said it recently.
So did ours. When his war
So,
ended, our lives could begin again.
for a PS4 launch title, I still think it looks incredible.
To live. To love.
Also, Tim's proposing to Barbara, which is sweet. They get hitched basically.
There was an inquest, of course. Hundreds of suspects. Who killed Bruce Wayne?
Well, actually, no. I think they're actually getting married. Not there. I think they're already engaged, because they go on a hunt. They go on a honeymoon. Oh, hey, look! It's not Bruce Wayne, and it's not his parents.
Criminals are a cowardly and superstitious lot.
But there's no Batman. Oh no, bad guys.
Nothing to be scared of. Who will protect?
Oh no, it's history repeating itself, which means this guy is clearly going to be Batman 2.0, I guess.
Hey. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Help me!
No one's coming, lady.
Give me your rich pearls.
Take his wallet.
That's a mess. Like, you know, you broke all the pearls now. You're not gonna sell that.
Maybe you missed the news. Batman's dead.
That look don't scare us no
Then what's that? Something worse, I think. They're like, what? The fuck is that? I don't know what this is supposed to imply exactly. That it's like some sort of fear-induced thing. But I don't know how that works because you have to be influenced by the fear. But I think that's what... I guess the implication is that, like, Batman maybe siphoned some fear thing from Scarecrow or something to... And like, I don't know, somehow projecting that or using that as a way to create fear with you know, basically kind of doing what Scarecrow was doing, making all the criminals scared to ever do any of the crimes, right? By creating like some weird demonic, like, you know, Batman, I guess, you know, some weird bat creature that's not Man-Bat. I do think this is a good game. It definitely has its problems, for sure. The biggest and obvious one is a certain tank, a certain bat tank, and it being overused to death. You know, when I think of Batman, I don't think of the Batmobile turning into a tank and blowing up other tanks. It's, you know, you do think of the Batmobile, but you don't think of it doing that. What I do like is this credit's neat. It goes over like all three of the games. It doesn't do Origins, obviously. At least, does it do Origins? No, I don't think it does. But it does Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, right? I could be wrong. Maybe it does do Origins. I don't remember, but I want to say it doesn't. Nice little homage to the games. Man, it's such a shame, man, because fucking Suicide Squad wasn't good. Like, I haven't played that game, right? But I can tell it's bad. You can just kind of tell, right? You know. It's not just because of what people have said. I've seen it. I've seen the gameplay, right? It's just like, oh dear. This is Joker, of course. Yeah, he's implying that he's just literally just still trapped inside Bruce's mind. But does that mean Bruce is actually alive and he's not dead? But the legend of the Batman is dead? I don't know. Does he live in the Bat cave now? Is he, like, I have no idea. But as far as they're concerned, Batman himself is gone and something else takes over. That's like his protocol of like, oh, you know, when everybody finds out who I am, that's it. That's it. Like, that's my protocol. Which is interesting because I feel like other superheroes don't really do that. Even if they do get their identities revealed. Maybe not everyone. I feel like Spider-Man's one of those ones where he doesn't want his identity revealed, right? I think like what was it? I see this clip surface, and I feel like I might have seen the show, but it's been a long time. But one of the old like animated Spider-Mans was when Peter actually revealed himself to this girl, right? She was a big fan of Spider-Man. She was like in her bed. She wasn't very well, and I think like she was like, oh, you know, I wish. She's like, I would like to know who the person is behind the mask or something. And Peter just reveals himself, and you think, whoa, like what? He's just revealing himself to this little girl, and he like he like gives her a big hug, and she's like, thank you, Spider-Man, you're really cool, or whatever, something like that. And then he leaves, and then some time passed, and it's like, rest in peace to that girl, she died. So he knew that she was gonna die, and like one of her wishes before she dies is she was like really curious. She's like, I think Spider-Man's really cool, but I also really want to know, like, I want to see the guy behind the mask. And so Peter reveals himself to her because he's like, well, you know, she even says like, I'll keep your secret. And he's like, oh, I appreciate that. It's like, yeah, she's dead. So yeah, his secret dies with her. I don't know if there's been any other situations like that, but it's just like, you know. Will we get another Batman game like this? I don't know, man. I feel like it probably, if it does happen, I don't think it'll be Rocksteady. It might just be WB. I don't know, but I feel like Suicide Squad, because we've got that VR game, right? Which is like an in-between, Jesus Christ, that face. An in-between Origin and Arkham Asylum. Yeah, in between Origin and Arkham Asylum. But that is a VR game. But it is done by WB, and I feel like, considering WB did do Origins, we might get like a game from them. They did Gotham Knights as well, right? I think. Sorry, I'm interrupting Joker's incredible singing. Sorry, Luke Skywalker. Mark Hamill. But I think, okay, I think Arkham Asylum is still my favorite, but I would probably say City's probably the best game, even though I think I prefer Arkham Asylum overall. I think Batman Arkham City is probably the better game. Both games are really good, really good. I think Knight might actually be the weakest. There are things, kind of somewhat. I cross between Origins and Knight. I think Origins overall is probably a better game, but I think for me, there are some highs in Arkham Knight for me, that kind of push it up, I think, above Origins for me. But Origins is good. Origins really, I mean, which I guess is kind of like Arkham Knight in a way. It's kind of just City again, but I just think City was just so good. And then you just kind of get City again, but it's just not as good. But they do. But I would argue that Origins probably has at least the best boss fights out of all three of them for sure, because the boss fights usually aren't the best, and all that. So, Footloose, you're just in time for the end. Rolling the credits. Yeah, I'd probably give this game. I'm thinking. An 8. Like I'd probably give. I very rarely do I ever give anything 10 out of 10, because I feel like, at least for me, if something is a 10 out of 10, I feel like that means that this game is perfect. Like, I find no flaws in it. And even the games that I think are really good and my favorite games in my opinion, have flaws. So, you know what I mean? I'd probably give like Asylum, like if I were to not go by that logic, Asylum and City would probably be 10 out of 10s. But I would say like they're a 9. And I would say like, it's kind of a weird thing to say, but I guess like Arkham Knight is like a low 8. Origins is probably a high 8. Asylum and City are closest to a 10. I could give something a 10. But I'd probably give just like a low 8. So I guess like maybe like a 7 or 7.5. I don't know. There are things that I like about this game. I really like, but there's also there's a lot of things I don't like about this game. I'm very mixed. You know what I mean? I'm very mixed, but I don't know. I do think this game gets a lot of hate, unfortunately, and it's got problems, but I don't hate it. I don't think it's that bad. Like Footloose is saying 5 out of 10, and I think that's kind of harsh personally, but I mean, it's your opinion. You're entitled to it. I don't agree. I think that's kind of harsh personally, but that's just my opinion, and that's his. It's man, it's definitely not as good as Asylum and City. It's definitely not. Who knows? You know, who knows if we'll get a new Batman? Well, who knows? As long as Batman prints out money, we're gonna get another one. But who knows what type of game that would be? You know what I mean? And when that will happen, I don't know. But for now, this is what we've got. Unless you want to play VR games, that is it. And I am kind of glad to wrap this game up. Although, like I say, I will do the DLC, the episode stuff. I did say I will. We'll see how long that takes. Because there's quite a few bits, and at least 2 of them can be quite long. Honestly, depending on how quickly I go through them, will determine, you know, how long the stream is, right? I mean, this is a Friday, so will I be able to get it done Monday? We'll see. We'll see. I already struggled to beat this game. It felt kind of boring. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, but it's unfortunate. But I mean, if you were bored because of like too much Batmobile, then I would understand that. That's fair enough, right? But I don't know. I liked Scarecrow as a villain. I actually like them going deeper into the whole fear. Say what you want about like not killing Barbara, but I kind of like the whole like, is she dead or is she not? The whole like fear shit, right? I mean, sure, Poison Ivy got like the limelight, right? She sacrificed herself and stuff. You know, the whole like Jason Todd was kind of somewhat predictable, but I like the idea of one of his allies turning on him, right? In some shape or form. I mean, Harley, Footloose's favorite. But like, I don't know. And there's just something about, to me, there's just something about how like Scarecrow kind of won, if you think about it, right? Scarecrow did kind of win. He did kind of win. Like he got Bruce to reveal his identity. So I like the idea of like Joker like just being like this looming menace, right? That just constantly like, you know, it's like an irritation in your head, right? It's like he's constantly on Batman's mind, and he's just always there because you can't get rid of him. He's a part of you now. How that whole thing works with the whole blood thing is a bit silly, I think, and all that, but you know, like, I like the idea. It's just the execution's a bit like, it's just like it's like it's like they're trying to make it make sense, and it's like, sure, it's a video game, I guess, whatever, right? You know, not everyone agrees with because then people are like, wait, so Joker's like that because it's like some sort of disease, and it's like, we know he's crazy, but to say that like it's some sort of like disorder or something, right? That apparently you can transfer over via blood. It's like, I don't know how that works, but sure, whatever. Again, the tank stuff definitely brings it down, but I like the new additions of like the fear takedowns, being able to take down like, you know, 3, 4, 5 thugs very quickly. Super satisfying, super crunchy. The game looks freaking beautiful for a PS4 launch title, in my opinion. The atmosphere, the music, the sounds, all Batman. It just kind of falls front in a lot of other areas, you know. Again, there are some things I really do like about it, but there are also a lot of things I don't like about it. You know. So, it is what it is. I think I could probably skip the credits. Yeah. As they were almost done, but that's the team at Rocksteady. And there we go. Literally, so I mean, I'm not gonna do no story plus, but that's it. That's 120%. So I've got all these AI challenges that I'm not doing, but what we have left is these, and yeah, there's quite a few. They're not super long, not super duper long, but long enough. Like the Harley Quinn one isn't very long; it's pretty short. We got Red Hood. Red Hood is I'd say Red Hood is long, based on your skill. It's like if you can take out the enemies quickly, you'll be fine. They are heavily armed and stuff. So, this one might be the longest one. A Matter of Family. This one might be the longest one. You also got Catwoman. That one isn't super duper long. This one is a decent size. This one's a decent size as well. So basically, it's all of like Batman's side characters, right? And like this Harley Quinn one, this one's actually before Batman Arkham Knight Begins. This one's after. This one's before, obviously, because Barbara Gordon is Batwoman. Sorry, Batgirl, not Batwoman. Batwoman is actually a different character. Catwoman is actually after, because this is her trying to steal off of Eddie for what he did to her. So he's still in jail, which is quite funny. This one's about the Penguin actually escaping, and there's no Batman to stop him. So Nightwing, literally Dick Grayson literally comes over and is like, well, I guess I better stop him because Batman's not around anymore. And they acknowledge that Batman is not around anymore. So that says to me that Bruce is dead. He has to be. And this is like, I guess, Two-Face on the loose. And so Robin, Tim, and Barbara have to work together to take him down. Well, she's on comms, but yeah. Because we still got time. I don't know if I can talk about the Game Awards for long. I don't know. I know technically I should be playing this game, but you know what? Now you know what, we'll at least start it. I'll talk about the Game Awards, but we'll start it. Onimusha, no, you don't say, Footloose.
I got a bad feeling about this. We don't have the facilities to contain someone like Poison Ivy.
We just gotta hold her for a few more hours before she gets transferred.
Yeah, anyway, that was my favorite announcement. So for those of you who didn't miss it, and I won't blame you because it's the Game Awards, I won't blame you for actually not watching the Game Awards. And there she is. But
Okay, donut dunkers. You gonna bring Ivy to me, or am I gonna have to get her myself? Have it your way.
Freeze, Quinn!
Check me out.
I really don't think that Harley's that good of a fighter, in my opinion, but don't worry about it. I mean, sure, she's got her bat, but damn. Come here. What? Oh, okay. Damn.
Wow, that's gonna hurt when you wake up.
Damn. I like that kick though. Or maybe I'm underestimating Harley. I don't know.
Stupid mug. We need Poison Ivy in Gotham now if our plan to destroy Batman.
But this is before I get into the Game Awards. I'll just mention this is basically before Arkham Knight begins. This is how Poison Ivy ends up in Gotham. Harley Quinn has been sent to retrieve her. Yeah, and I don't know. Like, I know Nightwing, can be a bit, cocky at times. But I don't know if I want to believe that Nightwing would lose to Harley Quinn in a fight. Unless we're talking in the bedroom, then I would say he probably did lose that one time. I mean, but hey, but yeah, she has like this weird sort of psycho mode, which I guess is like your detective vision, and yeah, constantly got Penguin in my ear as well. We gotta take out some like cops. Yeah.
You useless harlot. I knew we should have sent one of my men to do this job. I told Scarecrow you were nothing but trouble.
Quit your complaining, you old lady. I got a few tricks up my sleeve.
Oh, I bet you do.
Gross.
Oh, I bet you
I
do.
should get out of the way.
This is a like a Jack in the Box trick.
I must say, I'm impressed by the way you handled yourself back there. I could really use a girl like you in my organization.
Not interested.
Oh, how much love? How much to get you on my payroll?
I ain't for sale.
Bedroom
Penguin.
rule.
Can't put a price on me.
Not a good fighter, but good to watch.
Your pudding's pushing
I agree if we were talking Catwoman.
to work for now. So tell me, what's your price?
You couldn't afford me. Besides, I'm a one fella kind of gal.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, she's loyal to a fault, even when Joker is dead. She's like, I mean, obviously he's just like he doesn't care. He just didn't care. He just want to recruit her because he's like, oh, like I underestimated you. You might actually be worth actually taken seriously. There's nothing to really get in this DLC. It's literally just go and find Poison Ivy. So
Get to it quick.
I believe we can do this.
My Joker would love this.
Does that count? Okay, that was close enough. Yeah. This is her explosive gel. But anyway, yeah, so, okay, let's talk about the Game Awards while we do this. It was better than I thought. It definitely still has, like, the in-between parts, and
Keep it quiet. You don't want to attract too much
there are definitely a couple of moments where it was definitely one of those, like, wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up. Some of those moments were a bit like, you know what I mean? Like you're trying to be funny and like the joke isn't even funny and you're dragging it out and it's like, come on, like, time's a wasting. It's fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. Hurry the fuck up.
$1 million, and we'll
Get on with it.
work for me.
But considering,
You're gonna get it.
it wasn't as bad as I thought. Come here. So yeah, she has this weird, like, psycho mode.
Diagnosis? Too many donuts.
She has this like weird psychic mode where it is detective vision where she just goes like all crazy and such. You don't see nothing. Don't worry about it. You don't see nothing. Well, I guess I kind of did talk about the cringe moments. We had that Takes Two guy who was like, "Oh yeah, my game's hot shit. I promise you, I'm hot shit, and I'm swearing, and I don't care. Look, my kids are over there. Hey, oh," and it's like, all right, well, whatever. Look, we get it. All right, well done on your game award the other time at one time. You know, like, okay, all right, but But honestly, it was one of the better game awards, right? And I'm not just talking about announcements, like legit. It surprised me. It legit surprised me. I like I legit wasn't expecting it. So let's see if we can trap him. Yeah, obviously I'll talk about Onimusha, but we had all sorts of like fun interaction. Whoa. Oh, she went for him. She went for the crown jewels. Damn. Harley absolutely went for the crown jewels. Whoop. Hang on. Oh, I gotta use the... Use the thing. Why won't you... I'm trying to activate it. Oh my god, okay. I'm here. Alright. A little bit sloppy. How did you see me? Anyway, yeah, we had a bunch of different announcements. We got Ninja Gaiden, frickin' Clive in Tekken. Where are they? Yeah, Clive and Tekken. Is that just you? No, it's not. Yeah, you do that. Yeah, we got Clive and Tekken 8. I you know, I don't play Tekken 8. I know a lot of people were hoping for Tifa. Damn. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, there were some great announcements. We got Virtual Fighter announcement. There was a lot of fighting game announcements actually, except for Sparking Zero. I actually thought we would. I thought we would actually get Sparking Zero, but and the Ninja Gaiden game's actually being made by the people who made Streets of Rage 4. The awards wasn't actually a sweep. It was actually kind of like even-ish. My only disappointment was that I wished Final Fantasy got more awards. Final Fantasy got 1 award, and I think it was definitely well deserved. They got the best like music in the game, so I'm happy for that. But excuse me, I'm happy for that. But Yeah, the competition was, I guess, so high this year that you know, a lot of games, like that not Persona game. I always call it that because I always forget the name. I can't pronounce the name anyway. It's like Fantasia or something. Astrobot won Game of the Year, which is freaking cool, super cool to me because it's like platformers, dude. It's like, oh, that's so cool. You love to see it. I could do that too. Damn. I'm gonna get you. Now she's going psycho on your ass. Now she's going psycho on your ass. Bam. Tifa would absolutely fit it. She would, but for reasons we don't know, they don't want to put her in. Some people think apparently there's this whole thing where Nomura apparently is really protective of Tifa. Like he might be her favorite character / like treats her like I know she's a fictional character, but she's like his baby, if you know what I mean. So some people think that for whatever reason he just doesn't want her in other games. I don't know.
Jam the elevator, Quinn. Let's see you get out of this one.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Not entirely sure, but for whatever reason they don't want to use Tifa. And they put Clive in. I still think it's cool. I don't play the game, but I still think Clive is like, it makes sense because they put Noctis in Tekken 7. So it makes sense to put like the protagonist of Final Fantasy 16 in. Even though everyone, and I mean almost everyone on Twitter, was literally complaining that Tifa wasn't being acknowledged, wasn't in the game. Like I'm not gonna lie, like Tifa's voice actor wasn't even there. You had like Aerith's voice actor, you had Cloud's voice actor, you had Yuffie's voice actor. You did not have you had Vincent's voice actor. Tifa wasn't there. Her voice actor wasn't there. Maybe she was busy or something. Wait, where do I go? Am I going the right way? Dear God, I'm alone. Oh, this way. She also has this weird inner talk where it's like she has a split personality disorder where like Harleen, I guess, because she used to be Harleen, talks about how it's like, what are you doing? Like this isn't you. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can change, and then like Hardy's like, oh, shut up, other me. Like literally personality disorder. This. Right. I have to, is it this?
Make this easy on yourself, Quinn. Give up.
There we go. There we go. Yeah. Oh, do I have to take him down? Oh, I wasn't really thinking. There we go. But yeah, there was some great announcements. The Game Awards was actually split. It wasn't a sweep. Thank God Elden Ring didn't win. Astrobot won, which I wanted Rebirth to win, obviously, but I knew it wasn't going to win. Yeah, it was like Balatro got free, Astrobot got free, the Persona, not Persona game got free. Rebirth got one. I'm not bitter. But at least if it was anything, it was. Wait, what? I mean, I'm already winning, aren't I? I'm already winning.
Ivy ain't going anywhere, Quinn.
Well, I was trying to get him. What? Okay. Anyway. Come here. I'm getting shot here.
That felt good.
Anyway.
This should stop you. Suspect is on the go. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I'm not up there anymore. I don't know where you guys are at. I'm actually having the focus a little bit when I talk, but
There's no way you're gonna bust Ivy in. Hear me, Quinn? No.
what was I gonna say? I'm trying to think. I am on like 6 or 7 hours of sleep, which isn't too bad to be honest, because I was up till night. But a lot of unexpected stuff. Obviously, the big one for me is
Aw, nighty night, sweetums. Doc Harley prescribed sleepy time.
the big one is obviously Onimusha for me. But Footloose, I don't know if you heard about it, but Okami actually got announced as well, which is really cool. Okami's getting a sequel after all these years, so not only is Onimusha coming back, but Okami is coming back, which again I just think it's just like, what? You know, like, what? I think that's just insane. We're getting a new Okami. The only disappointing thing about the Onimusha trailer is that they've announced it and they're like, hey,
Answering your questions.
they're like, hey, it's not coming until 2026, so we got a long wait. 2026, dude. I gotta wait for 2026. Like, that sucks, you know?
You know what I heard, Harley? I heard Joker never loved you.
Drop your weapons.
Oh, come on. I know I'm not Batman, but... Anyway, we got you.
For the queen.
I don't know what she said, but... Anyway, we're almost done with this DLC, but I can't even get my bearings. Can't even get my bearings.
Better move your ass. My men spotted Nightwing just outside. And you don't want unnecessary complications.
I didn't get on with Okami. I've never played Okami, but I feel like Okami is kind of like Klonoa, where it's kind of like it's got its fan base, and a lot of Capcom fans consider it like a PS2 classic. You know what I mean? I mean, look, Onimusha is niche, and yet it's coming back. I can't believe it. I still can't believe it. I gotta wait until 2026 for anything, but at least they acknowledge it, right? I don't know if I don't think that's Sam Manusuke. I think it might be a different character. I don't know who this is. For reasons I don't know, but
Okay, Harley.
Hello, Dr.
lots of great announcements.
Harley, come to free me again?
We get a teaser trailer for a new Sonic racing game. I never played that other game, right? I never played that other game. The Team Sonic Racing. Because I kind of agree that some people were saying that, like, part of the charm for Sonic and All-Stars Racing, or Sega, is because I know. Like, just telling me it's like, oh, you know, you just get behind him and that's it. It's like, what? It's like Nightwing. How are you getting beaten by Harley? Okay, I jumped. Oh, you know what? The best part about this about the Game Awards is that they brought those Muppets and they were making fun of they were constantly making fun of Jeff. as obviously the best part. I love it when they're like, "Hey, did you know that Jeff Keighley is friends with Kojima?" He's like, "Yeah, I did, but does Kojima know that?" Ho, ho, ho. Like I would admit that was pretty funny. They were just constantly taking the piss out of Greg. Out of Greg? Yeah, out of Greg. Okay, what? What? Huh? Jump. Jump. This game's making me focus a little bit. I'm trying to jump. He's almost done. Jump! There we go. Again, I refuse to believe that Quinn would actually, you know, but... Hi, Ivy. You're gonna die later. But Sega Sonic and All-Star Racing, the charm about them was that it wasn't just Sonic, it was Sonic, friends, and like various other Sega characters, and also random crossover characters. Not saying I want Danica Patrick to come back, but it was pretty fucking funny. Okay, we done that. We done that one. We done the Holy Quinn one. So we done one. But let me think. Just thinking. They got Harrison Ford and Snoop Dogg. That was interesting. More so, Snoop Dogg's like, what the fuck is Snoop Dogg doing here? And he even rapped and everything. It was like, okay. Okay. I don't know if we needed an entire sequence. Like, I like Snoop Dogg, but I don't know if we needed that really. But I know why he was there. But still, obviously I know why Harrison Ford was there as well, and all that. But I'm trying to go back. Yeah, there's some interesting games. Like there was this like the Metroidvania game where like this chick has like a Pac-Man as like a pet that like eats things for her, and like the Pac-Man has to like eat, and then it gets really, really big and becomes like weird, like demonic. I was like, what? It becomes like this weird, like giant ass, like black Pac-Man that just consumes all. I'm like, what the fuck is what is going on? That was a weird one, but it got me interested. Yeah. What else? I'm terrible with improv. If I ever do like a talking show, like a podcast, I need notes. I need notes. I need notes to really talk about and stuff. Trying to think if there's anything else that stood out. I think I mentioned Virtual Fighter is coming back, which is a big deal. Yeah, Double Dragon. I'll get to Onimusha in a minute. There isn't too much for me to really say about it anyway. Thinking in my head. Well, nothing. Anything else that stand out for me? A Naughty Dog's working on a new game, and it's like a space thing. I don't know, space. Some chick has like a some sort of a specialized weapon. I don't know, some sort of space game. Don't really know much about it. Trying to thinking. I'm blanking out. Is there anything else that really stood out for me personally? I mean, I guess they mentioned some things, like they mentioned how like the layoffs and like the inappropriate things happening within the workspace, and it's like it's good that they bring that up. But it's also a thing that unfortunately happens in every workspace, not just in the gaming industry. Like I said, I worked in a hotel. I saw some shit, you know. I saw some shit. Like I literally worked with a lot of immature people, and I think I mentioned this before, but like let's just say there was a young lass who got a job working at the hotel that I worked at, and there was this very immature guy who I might add had a girlfriend. I don't know if he still does, if she knows. Well, had a girlfriend at the time, and let's just say this chick, not his girlfriend, let's just see the woman who was working there had a very large backside. And you could probably guess where I'm going with it. I didn't even see it. I was doing something on the computer, and all I heard was like smack. It doesn't sound like the type of smacking, you know what I'm talking about, but you know what I'm talking about. And I turned to look at my colleague, my other colleague. He's all right. I looked at him and I was like, and I looked at him as if to say, that wasn't what I thought I heard, was it? And he looked at me and he was like, and I was like, oh, fuck no, he didn't, did he? And then, like, the next day, she didn't come into work. And then her boyfriend rings up wanting to speak to the manager. So, yeah, harassment, like, that sort of stuff, unfortunately happens, you know, amongst other things, including managers doing things they shouldn't be doing. Again, I've talked about this sort of stuff, but my point is that they brought it up, and I do think it's good, and like this guy who was like doing like this whole thing, like trying to support gaming staff, right, gaming devs and like, you know, from all this stuff, like he got a standing ovation, like pretty much almost everyone stood up and clapped for this guy. So, you know, I mean, that's great, right? That sort of stuff is fine, and like I get it, like you want to use they want to use a platform like the Game Awards because so many people are watching to bring that to light, and that's good. But, you know, as I say, like, it sucks because it happens everywhere. This is something that needs to obviously be tackled in the workspace in general. It's not, you know, it's not just the gaming industry, but obviously that is a you know, and is an issue in and of itself. So things like that happened. Like I say, there is little bits of filler here and there. Again, it wasn't as bad, but like I said, there was still a little bit of that where it's just kind of like, don't like, we need to move on, you know, like, and they even made a joke about the wrap it up, you know, even the Muppets are like, yeah, I think we should tell Jeff to wrap it up. I don't know about you. Jeff's not stupid. He knows. You know, a lot of people were moaning about it on Twitter at him, being like, you should blah, blah, blah. Of course he knows. So, you know, that's like them subtly saying, yeah, he knows. You know. But, you know, I will say one thing. I do think it was one of the better awards. And for the 10th anniversary, I guess, you know, you probably should, right? But I'll give Jeff that. It was one of the better awards. Again, it still got its pacing and still got some pacing issues here and there. Still got the fillery, a bit of filler stuff here and there. But it wasn't as bad. I said this before, I still wouldn't stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning. I did, but I mean, I wouldn't tell someone to do that. I would still say, if anything interesting happens, you know, go to bed. Next day, check it out, right? Which is probably what most people do who are in the UK or any other countries that their time zones are just, you know, much ahead of like America, right? Because the time zones for the Americans, really. So it's just like fuck the UK and anybody else that but they'll tell you just to stay up, right? And it's like, but okay, I'm not sure if there's anything else I really want to talk about. I think I already mentioned like Astrobot 1, and I'm really happy that Astrobot 1, because I kind of hope that might actually send a message to Sony to be like, hey, look, a 3D platformer in the age of 2024 did well, and it won game of the year. Hey, maybe, just maybe, there might be an opportunity, a window, where we might be able to maybe make some more 3D platformers. That there might be room for 3D platformers, that it doesn't have to be 6, 7, 8 first-person shooter games, or arena PvPs, or several horror games, or several story, massively big, long story-driven narrative action, like, you know. And like the game was made by a very small team, I believe, and considering not as long of a time as well, like what they managed to achieve is really impressive. That like the game isn't super technical, like, you know, it is a 3D platform that clearly borrows a lot of ideas, especially if you play Nintendo platforms. They borrow a lot from that. But at the end of the day, it's fun. It's not super difficult. You can wind down and chill, and it's just a fantastic tribute to all things PlayStation. But speaking to Astrobot real quick, what I will say is, as someone mentioned, is that it's like, it's not surprising that Tifa was not in Tekken, because there was no FF7 representative at all in Astrobot. And there were all sorts of references. Even Okami was in it. Like, even Samanusuke was in Astrobot. I was like, what the fuck? Like, was Samanusuke and Astrobot a foreshadow for the new Onimusha game? Maybe. Was Okami being an Astrobot a foreshadow for Okami coming back? Maybe. I don't know. But Astrobot's just fun. You know, it's not, it's like, that's what, you know, it's fun. It's whimsical. It reminds us of the good old days of, you know, of like Mario, like Mario 64, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, you know, the old Sonic Adventure, Rayman, Croc, which Croc is coming back, you know, all those sort of, you know, those whimsical, magical, like fun platformy games, right? And they don't have to be like 50 to 60 or 70 hours long, because not every game has to be like that. And not everyone wants to play those long ass games. And not everyone has the time to play these long ass games. Sometimes we want to consume something that's just short, sweet, and fun. And Astrobot is that, as well as also just a fantastic tribute to PlayStation. But yeah, there was no FF7 representative in Astrobot. And I was wondering, I was like, not even Cloud? Nothing. So some people are like, it almost feels like Nomura or someone on the team, probably Nomura, is like very protective of these characters, and very rarely will want them in something else, unless it's like Final Fantasy related. Like you'll see like Cloud in Dissidia, because that's still Square, it's still Final Fantasy. And apparently they sat down and talked about putting Clive in Tekken 8 a while back, like ages ago. It was planned for a long time. So they were basically saying there was never any hope for Tifa, because they would already, apparently before 16 even came out, they were already going to put Clive in the game before Tekken 8 was even finished. But they said like Tekken 8 was in its beta, 16 was in its beta, wasn't even out yet. And and they already are like, yep, we're putting Clive in the game. So this was decided ages ago. So yeah, they've been holding on to this reveal for a while. They already knew for a long time. It's fine. Again, I don't play Tekken 8, but I think it's really cool that Clive's in the game. He looks really cool. So there's even some cool costumes from FF16. Again, I like FF16, and maybe one day I'll stream it. I don't know, but I liked FF16 for what it is. Again, I'm glad Astrobot won because it sends a message. Rebirth is still my game of the year personally, and I wished it won some more awards. But hey, I'm a little bit disappointed that it didn't win Best RPG. But again, that not Persona game, I mean, there are a lot of people were praising it and being like, nah, this shit's better than Final Fantasy. And I'm like, I'll take your word for it because I've never played a Persona game. And it won. It won its Best RPG. And I was like, that's unfortunate. It also won Best Narrative as well. Was it Best Narrative? I think it was Best Narrative. Yeah, one of the two or something like that. But, you know, I'm glad. Look, the awards I don't take too seriously. I really don't. But it is nice that Rebirth got at least something. And it was a big deal for Hamaguchi. Like, the dude was nervous. You could see him, like, literally shaking. You could literally see him shaking. It was the first time he actually ended up at the Game Awards. And so he was really taken aback that he, you know, that the team had won an award, and it was a really good moment for him and stuff. You know, it's really touching. It was a really touching moment, I would say. Yeah. Is there anything else not anything else I can really think of right now? I guess so. It's fine. Okay, so I'll wrap it up with Onimusha. There isn't really too much to say because we just got a bit of a teaser trailer. I think it's called The Way of the Sword. It's being acknowledged in the age of 2024. Sadly, we're going to have to wait until 2026 to hear about anything else anymore. Well, maybe not to hear about, but I think they're trying to say that, like, at some point it will probably be released in 2026. I mean, dude, who knows? PS6 might even be announced. Oh, there is one other thing. Very minor, but I'm happy to see it. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is now on PC. So I'm glad that more people get to experience it. And I'm actually kind of really curious if my computer could run it. I don't know. Because my computer is now pretty good, but I don't know if it's good enough to run a game as intensive as that. But I don't know. I'm not going to say I'm going to double dip because that's not really my thing, but I am curious. I have thought about, like, remake mods and stuff like that, but I'm just out of curiosity. But anyway, yeah, I'm glad it's getting the PC release because that means more people get to experience that game. So yeah, so that's great. No part 3 title announcement. I wasn't expecting it, but some people were. Some people, well, not expecting it, but some people were hoping that Hamaguchi would be like, we also got the title of part 3. No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Yeah, I think that's all I've got to really touch up on personally. There are obviously some other games that personally interest me. There were shooters. There were the usual stuff I didn't care for. I swear there was just like a literal football game, and I was like, oh shit, FIFA's in trouble. I mean, I didn't see anything crazy about it. It just looked like a football game. I don't know. I did not see what's supposed to be so special about it. What makes it stand out? It just looked like a football game. I'm not sure. Maybe someone will like it. I don't know. Mods where you can play the whole game in swimwear. I mean, they're gonna do it Footloose. At least when Rebirth comes out. And if you, I was gonna say if you look up remake mods, be careful with that because yes, there are probably nude mods, but If you look up remake mods, there are all kinds of costumes, dude. They have like Cloud just replaced completely. Like Cloud is just they have like a Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil mod and like an Ada Wong mod, and they put it over Tifa, so you have like not Ada as Tifa and Leon and Cloud as Leon. It's wild. There's all sorts of mods. A bunch of costumes from Ever Crisis is modders have modded those costumes in, so I get I get like all those amazing Tifa costumes, right? They've given Aerith costumes and all sorts of different stuff and this and that. But I'm sure if modders haven't already put like their own swimwear or like Rebirth's beach attire or whatever into remake, they'll definitely make it so. Oh wait, Footloose. I apologize if this is a spoiler, but you can do that in Rebirth. That is an option. It's a very minor spoiler. You don't need a mod to do that. You can just do that. All I can say is hurry up and get a PS5, I guess, so you can get on it. But when I was thinking about it, I was like, wait, you can just do that in the game. You don't need mods. So, yeah, you could. It's a Footloose. It's a completion reward. It's a completion reward. You can't do it on your first playthrough. It's a completion reward. Yeah, it's a completion award. When you beat the game's like, hey, like the beach attire and stuff, you can just have them on the entire time. But they don't let you do it they don't let you do it in the first playthrough, and I know why, because they don't want you to be taken out of the story, you know. We don't want like a serious moment where Sephiroth's about to cut up Tifa. I'm not saying that happens. I'm just saying random shit, and like she's in like a skimpy beach attire or something, you know what I mean? And it's like, this is very distracting, Tifa. You know what I mean? Or something like that. I'm just throwing stuff out there, you know what I mean? But when you complete the game, they give you the option to wear those costumes. So, but we're about to wrap this up. I'm just kind of finalizing my Game Awards talk. We're done with Batman Arkham for now. Aiden, we've got one more stream to finish off the DLC packs. We done all the Riddle trophies. You can catch up on the archive on YouTube or on Twitch. But I've done all the main story. We've ended the game. We've done all the Riddle trophies, done all that stuff. Literally just one more stream to try and wrap up all this, and then we're finally done with the game. Yeah. All right. So all I'll say about the Onimusha game is obviously I'm looking forward to it. I think it's a new character. It's definitely some of the only Gauntlet. A lot of people are saying it's just a different like modeled actor for Samanosuke. I don't think it's Samanosuke though. Considering where it's supposed to be, like where it's supposed to take place, I feel like Samanosuke should be older. It sounds like it could be an in-between game between Onimusha 3 and Dawn of Dreams. I thought maybe it's going to be doing its own thing. It also doesn't look like it's going to be like the old like Resident Evil styled games with the camera, which I'm not surprised because those were an era for its time. I didn't think if we got a new Onimusha game that we would get the old classic RE camera again, because I just don't think that flies as much. You know, like they didn't do that for the Resident Evil remake games, right? At least not with 2 or 4, I don't think, right? Like, so It'll probably be a modernized game, not with that sort of fixed camera. Some people have said it might even be like a Souls-like game. I don't know how to feel about that, but I haven't really played a Souls game, so I've got nothing against the Souls games. I think it's just there's so many of them now, and ironically, a lot of these Souls games aren't even made by the Souls team. It's just that Dark Souls and Demon Souls and Elden Ring, all this shit has gotten so popular that other companies are like, hey yo, can we do our own Elden Ring? Can we do our own Dark Souls? And so there's so many of them now, right? Which is great if you've played those games and you love them. I haven't experienced them yet, so all I see is just so many Dark Souls games. I'm like, God, there's so many now. But one of these days, maybe I'll try one. I do want to, and I don't. I do and I don't. I do and I don't. I have my reasons, but I just hope it's good. You know, like I was seeing the Red Souls, and I made a joke. Because Video Game Super was with me for a bit. I think he tapped out eventually, and I don't blame him. But he was with me for a bit. And I was joking with him, and I was like, can you imagine if this is on Amusha? And I was like, I doubt it, though. And then, as soon as I saw the guy absorbing the souls, I was like, no fucking way. It's actually on Amusha. And I saw the gauntlet, and I was like, again, I had to restrain myself. I had to stop myself from screaming. I was like, what? Capcom actually acknowledging Onimusha in 2024? What? Crazy. Absolutely crazy. It looks good so far. It's obviously probably early development, but of the little that I saw, it looks good. I hope it's good. You know, I hope it's good. I hope it's fun. You know, I hope we get multiple weapons to mess around with different different element abilities. You know, like the old games. I hope we still get to transform to the Onimusha. We probably will, and you know, I hope we've got some interesting Genma to fight, and I hope the story's good. We'll see. It's very, 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 very early on. I'm just still shocked that it's a thing. You know, I'm getting Croc back. Onimusha's gonna come back at some point. I mean, what timeline is this? You know, like what is happening? Okami's coming back. Oh no, I played it, but still, that's two Capcom PS2 games, PS2 Era games that are coming back. It's crazy. It's insane. It's like, what is going on? What is happening? There were so many surprises at that Game Awards. I'll give him that. I'll give Jeff that. I guess I could mention it because we were talking about Dark Souls. Elden Ring's getting another DLC expansion. It looks like another one, because of course it is, and a lot of people are freaking out about, oh my god, more Elden Ring. Oh. That's gonna end up being the game that never ends. So, you know, Elden Ring fans are happy about that. And that's it, really. I'd say overall, it was a decent Game Awards. Because usually it's kind of whatever. So I'll give them that. It was actually, you know, and like I say, thank God the DLC didn't fucking win the Game Awards, because that would have been stupid. Shouldn't even been up there anyway. But and they also acknowledge that. Again, they make a joke about that being there, and I'm like, dude, why is it even there? Like, are you just trying to annoy people? Whatever. It's fucking dumb. But listen, Onimusha got announced. I'm a happy dude. I'm just like, please be good. That's all I want. You know, that's all you want. You know, you want the games to be good. Please be good. You know, but I'm not going to hear anything for a while, probably. Well, hopefully we'll get an update in 2025, but yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to end it there because I don't think I've really got much else to say. I think I've talked myself a little bit too much there. So we are technically done with Batman now. We're just doing the DLCs, but in terms of like the main story and all the Riddlers, we are completely done. But there will be hopefully one more stream just to wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Whether you're watching this on YouTube, Twitch, the archives, whenever you watch this, whether it's live or not, I appreciate it. You know, I don't always stream and I'm not always up to streaming, but you know, when I do and I get into it and I try to have fun, you know, I appreciate people, you know, popping in. Have a great weekend, guys. Take care. And join me for hopefully the very last stream of Batman Arkham Knight next week. Take care.